Hello everyone. Welcome to Gary Mack Studio. In this photograph is a revision of what I redid the sky and the mountains in this video. I completely changed the composition. In the sky, it turned out really beautiful in this photograph. And when I did the video of it, the video didn't show the sky this pretty. And y'all keep watching on this because I want to show you something that I purchased that, wow, it's really cool. That it's an attachment to the cell phone. And y'all just watch and I'll explain in a little bit how this thing works. But y'all hang in there and just watch it because it's a really cool little item, and I'm just now learning how to use it. So y'all subscribe, hit the likes button, and I'll see you in just a moment. Today we're going to continue on this round painting. And I changed the whole composition. I took out this mountain that was over here and some of this, and I completely repainted the sky. And I'm going to work on this valley area today, and these mountains over in here, and back in this background area. I'm going to work on that. So I'll show you how I'm going to do this. And these are acrylics, and this is a fairly large canvas. It's 48 inches by 36 inches. And it's of some rams that I took off of, that a person had taken some photographs of these bighorn sheep and let me use them to do this painting. So I'm going to work on this. Well, I'm not going to work on this part where these rams are a lot. I am going to work on this midsection quite a bit today. And you guys, please subscribe and hang in there and watch these tutorials, because most of them don't last but about 20 minutes. And I'm just about monetized. I've got around 450 subscribers, and I need about 1,300 more view hours. So people they're clicking on and they'll watch for 3, 4, 5 minutes, and they'll skim through it and then they're gone. But if you want to learn something about painting mountains and using acrylics and how to set up your paints and how to apply those acrylics, which they're not that much different from oil painting. They're pretty similar, just a little bit of different techniques for application. So you guys hang in there and subscribe and ring that bell, the likes, and hit that thumbs up button, and pass it on to a friend and tell them to come and watch. And it sure would be appreciated, because I'm trying to get a little extra cash. I went and looked at computers today, because my old computer, it's a Mac, and it's pretty ancient and it won't keep up with all these videos. And I hadn't been videoing before. The last 3 or 4 months I've done quite a bit of videos, and this old computer won't keep up with them. So I'm going to have to invest in a computer, and there's another couple of $1,000 right there for a decent computer. I like the Macs. They're pretty easy to operate, and they're pretty trouble-free. So anyway, watch the whole video. It won't take grab a cup of coffee or a glass of tea and just sit and watch the whole tutorial, because I talk about a lot of other things other than painting in between here. And a lot of these things will apply to you and in yourself and in your life and how things go in your life, because I open my life a lot to the public in this, and I love to give testimony of stupid stuff I done. Like, man, a while ago, I got in here and got involved in this, and I'd put some stew on to cook. And my wife come in here and she says, "You're burning something." Well, I went in there and my stew was completely dry, completely crushed it on the bottom. So there you go. Our supper went up in smoke. And it did smoke up the kitchen. It's a wonder it didn't catch on fire. So just these things like this that I will share, and it's just, I like to share real life ventures. So anyway, we're going to get started on this. I'll quit talking, and by the way, I purchased this little thing, and it's really, really cool. If you can see this, it's a little a monitor, and it come with a magnetic thing that you put on your tripod for your cell phone, and I can control it remotely. So I'm pretty impressed with this little unit, and it helps me a lot, because I'm real bad about getting in front of here when I'm painting and you can't see what I'm doing. So actually I'm going to take this thing off of here, and I'm going to set it over here where I can see, so I can monitor what I'm looking at here on the for the video. Okay, down in this valley, I'm going to take some black, a little bit of cerulean blue, and I'm going to start getting these mountains. I'm going to start getting these mountains in shape and perspective, and down in these areas down in here, I think I'm going to put a river, or I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure what I want to put down in here. It's going to. I was thinking about having a river come down here with a waterfall, but I've kind of ruled that out, and I don't know. We'll just play it by ear. What I will do is I'll get this underpainting on, and then probably tonight, during the middle of the night, I'll wake up, look at it, and get a direction of which way I want to go with this thing. And it's just a fun thing to do. I just love doing what I do. So this bright cloud, I am going to have some of this snow up on the side of these mountains. I want to have some highlights where this glow kind of illuminates this part of these mountains. And a lot of this is going to be in shadows, and I'll show you what I'm going to do about that here in just a second. I'm going to take some cerulean blue and a little bit of that gray mixture that I mixed up with burnt umber, cerulean blue, and ultramarine blue, and it makes a very nice snow shadow color. So watch right here, and you can see how it puts this in shadow right on the back side of these Snow Peak Mountain, and I don't want it completely covered. I want to leave some spots in there for. Let me get a fan brush. I'm gonna use a fan brush on this. This fan brush will leave it a little more erratic. So you can see how that puts these mountains in a snowy shadow, and then up in some of these areas we'll lighten them up just a little bit. I don't want these mountains to get too bright. I want them to stay pretty dark because my light source is right in here, so most all of this is going to be in shadows on this side of the mountain. And even in doing this, it's gonna push these mountains further back. So there's not going to be just a whole lot of snowy. I'm going to put a little bit of highlights in some of this, especially down in this area where that sun reflection is going to land. On the side of the mountain where the light source might hit. So some of this I'll brighten up just a little bit. And in doing this, I have to be careful not to overwork it, and just let the brush do the work. Don't. It's real easy to try to force that brush to do what you want, but a lot of times, like there'll be just a smudge of paint on there that you can do something with. And here's an example. Let's say right here, see this little light area right here? This little light area. All right, I want to take some light colors, and I'm just going to highlight that just a little bit. And what it done, it just it made this part of this. I'm not going to leave that like that, but I'm just using this as an illustration. Okay, can you see this? See this darker line right here? I'm going to use that and take some of this light and bring it right around to that edge of that, and it gives it some depth in this as we go. And then and in some of these places where that is really gonna, where it looks like it's really gonna hit on a high spot, then we'll brighten that edge up quite a bit, and maybe right in here, and then maybe right just on the tip of those, something like so, just on the high spots. The rest of it is going to be dark. So maybe right along this edge. Right along that edge is where some of that sun is going to hit on there, because this area right over here is going to be really, really bright. This is going to be the focal point, and this is where those rams are going to be. And now let me show you. I did some cutouts. Out of, I just printed off those. I just printed off these images of these bighorns, and when I get through, I am going to put some color in some of this. It's not all going to be these gray blue colors. I am going to put a little bit of a warm color in there, and I've got some mixed up that I mixed up the other day. And let me just get a little bit of this on the palette. And not a whole lot, but just some. I'm going to put a little bit of a warmer color. I need to darken it up a little bit with some burnt umber. It's a little bit bright. And I will scatter this around through some of this areas in these mountains, where they won't just be all black and white. And then over here on these, of course, the rams will have they'll have some color in it. So I'm going to add a little bit of this down in some areas. Not a lot, just to give it a little bit of color. And then up in here and over in this area, I am going to use some of that color. I'm going to use some of that color back in here. So there's where we stand today. And I'm going to quit right now because I have some things to do. I have some things I have to do to get ready for. All right, love you guys. As I said, please subscribe. We'll catch you on the next turnaround, the next tutorial. So y'all just hang in there and watch what I'm doing with these things. It's fun. It's so much fun. So please subscribe. Love y'all, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.